So let's go through maybe a few overreactions for the NFL so far heading into the Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's like the morning show. Overreactions.
So let's get to this one here. Daniel Jones, who has thrown for 62% against the Steelers a couple weeks ago and 61% completion percentage against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. Is the bloom off the rose with Daniel Jones?
Yes and no. It's off the rose because a lot like Jared Goff, they're not protecting him as much. The running game isn't quite as dominant. And you're seeing that Daniel Jones, who is not as good as Jared Goff, can't perform at the level he was. He obviously doesn't look as sweet. Mm-hmm. So, yes, but there's a root cause to it.
See, I would say more of water finding its level. I think that you finally see he's Daniel Jones. He's good. He's not great. He's not outstanding. And, yeah, he still makes the same types of mistakes. And, yeah, if he's not playing the way that he is, then all of a sudden Jonathan Taylor's not looking as great. And I think that the Colts just kind of came back to the pack, David.
Next on the list will be the team they faced on Sunday and lost to, which would be the Kansas City Chiefs. Went to overtime. Kansas City won that game. Did they save their season?
Absolutely. Yes, they did. Now, the thing is, every game for Kansas City is we got to save our season because now they get to play the Cowboys in a game that you probably thought, okay, at the beginning of the season, Kansas City is going to go into Dallas and roll them. Now this is going to be a good game. So Kansas City has to beat the Cowboys as well because they're on the outside looking in. They're not in the playoffs as well, even though they got great Vegas odds. They have to win.
I think the good thing for Kansas City, the AFC is so packed together, 10 guarantees you a spot. Versus the NFC where it may take a little more. It's everything Rico said. Cowboys plus 3.5.
I love this next one here because it fits right in line with what you have already said, Rico. Since you have the belief that the Packers are going to beat the Lions on Thanksgiving. Well, is it an overreaction? And I'll say the Chicago Bears will win the NFC North.
Am I allowed to? No, you asked him. Sorry.
No, for both of you.
No, I'll be quiet.
I still think it is, David. But if Chicago wants to win the NFC North, they're going to have to at least split one of the games with Green Bay. You do that, you have my attention. Until then, I think you're a good team. I'm not going to dismiss you and say you're a cute team, but you got to beat the Packers in order for me to consider you a team that can beat and win and get the North.
It's a complete overreaction. If the Bears win this division, Kenny will shave his beard and drink it in a milkshake.
Kenny?
All right, next one here.
Okay, Gussie.
Let's head over to...
Kenny's playing J-Bat right now.
Ooh. Let's head over to the NFC South here because, well, the reports say that Baker is okay. His MRI came out okay, but they are 6-5. And now with Baker banged up, Carolina Panthers are going to win the NFC South.
Overreaction. Bucky Irving's back this week. Question mark? No, he's supposed to be back this week. Adam Schefter even reported that. They got Godwin back. It's his non-throwing shoulder. They will stabilize. I think what Rico's 49ers did to Carolina, look, Carolina's a fun story, and I'm happy. I like Dave Canales. I'm rooting for him because he works for a maniac, but they're not real. They're not ready. I think the Bucs will hold them off.
Yeah, I think they said it best. If the Carolina Panthers could play the Atlanta Falcons 16 games, they would look like world beaters. Because against the Falcons, Bryce Young, 4 touchdowns, he just lights it up. But when they play everybody else, I don't know, man. No, I'm going to say no.
And here, I mean, obviously, too, look, you don't want to get carried away with it. Here's the rest. You want the schedule for Carolina just for fun? Mm-hmm. I just pulled this up. All right, here's what they got left. Rams, dead. At New Orleans. Win. Okay, but look at this last 3. Ready? Mm-hmm. Tampa, Seattle, at Tampa. Wave goodbye. No way. Absolutely no way.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I asked it, though, because they have Tampa, 2 out of the last 3. No. And if they were able to split, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Next one here. Steelers will continue their collapse. Overreaction or not, it is time to mutually part ways with Mike Tomlin.
Agree completely on both fronts. And it's not that Mike Tomlin is a bad coach or is a bum or is Shane Bowen, but you just can't keep doing this. No. Every year, 8 or 9 wins, go nowhere, don't win playoff games. You need to rebuild, and you can't do that with a guy who's been there for 30 years.
David, it is time. Will it happen? No. I think Pittsburgh would give him a farewell tour and say, okay, this is his last year.
So another bad year.
Is that what State's doing with Jonathan Smith?
I don't know what they're doing with
Okay.
Jonathan Smith doesn't know what they're doing with
Hey, by the way, here's their schedule. Buffalo, at the Ravens. Miami, at the Lions. At Cleveland. Baltimore. Wave goodbye. Steelers are done.
Next one, overreaction or not. The Giants, yes, those New York Giants should hire Mike Kafka as head coach.
I'm going to leave that to you.
It's possible. I mean, listen. Dayball took the play call and gave it back. I'm okay with it if you bring in a stud defensive coordinator. If you go out and make Lou Anarumo the highest paid DC in football or something like that, I could work my way to it. Do I think the Giants can do better? Yes. As long as you have Jackson Dart, you should have offensive minds willing to interview for your job.
Would you go and steal the defensive coordinator from the Ohio State Buckeyes?
Patricia?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. He could stay in college. I'm all set.
Just curious.
Nope.
Overreaction or not, Shedeur Sanders should remain the Browns QB1.
Not an overreaction.
What else you got?
Yeah, team going nowhere. Gabriel's been dinged up. It's not an overreaction. I think the overreaction is what Shedeur did after the game.
What, nobody, I'm not going to give the haters anything. Like, dude, we actually want to feel good for you.
You kind of just did by saying that.
Right. Just, you know what? Just be humble. And you know what? We went out there. Look, David, it's to the point he's going to keep people in the seats. It's just that whole wow factor of him. If you're Cleveland, you got nothing else to lose. And if you're Cleveland, you're asking him, can you score 2 touchdowns and let Myles Garrett and this defense shut the opponents out? And maybe we'll stand a chance. Can you just score 2?
Last 2 here, the Bengals should have played Joe Burrow.
No. The Bengals should just – well, you know what? They're not going to do things smart. So let me just stop myself right there. But if I'm the Bengals, sit them down, and either you can trade them in the offseason or get a better draft pick and just build for next year because this year's over for you.
What he said.
And then final overreaction or not, that Jonathan Taylor is no longer the runaway offensive player of the year. Jahmyr Gibbs is neck and neck with him.
No, you're missing one.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
There it is. Guy might go for 2,000 yards this year.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Nobody watches the Seahawks. And that's why.
Well, that's fine. I do.
No. Mike, yes, because you watch all the games, but most people don't watch West Coast football in general. After the Lions game, you turn off the 4:00 game. You're not watching it. Even when the Seahawks was on Monday night, it was at like 11 o'clock Monday night after the Lions.
But I think Offensive Player of the Year, which is for the non-quarterbacks primarily.
Yes.
Gibbs, Taylor, JSN. Those are your 3 answers. I have no problem if one of the 3 wins.
Could George Pickens enter the race?
Better hope he doesn't. We play him in 2 weeks. You better hope he doesn't.
That would mean he has an amazing Thanksgiving and the week after. You're right, Mike.
Thanksgiving.
I'm watching this. I'm just like, George, is that you? Like, when did you get that good?
When he isn't the primary receiver.
Hey, when he got quarterback play. Not trying to bleep in the punch bowl there for David, but
so you mean to tell me that when Justin Fields and Russell Wilson aren't throwing you the ball?
Yeah, kind of. Like Dak might be an upgrade. and to David's point, you got CD drawing cover on the other side as well. And a power running game.
See, I
Javonte Williams might be one of the best free agent signings of the offseason.
Yes.
And I don't know if CD was ready to have a wide receiver there that's just as good as him because I think it put pressure on him and he's dropping passes.
He's dropping passes every week.
Like he's used to being the man. And it's like, well, everybody's now screaming George's name, not mine. Like you're dropping passes and he's not. He's scoring touchdowns and you're almost causing us to lose games.
That is in football today.